Hello, welcome to LTM Reviews. We get you caught up on the oldest movies. Now, before I start this movie off, I'm just gonna let this out because if I don't let this out, it's gonna get very distracting. So, believe it or not, male cows don't have udders, and male cows, there's no such thing as a male cow. We have cows that are that are bulls or mavericks, and there is male cows are called female steers and calves. So one of my main problems with this franchise is that I have no idea what Otis has between his legs, but let's just say it looked like four anacondas, if you really think about it in a different way. And since his catchphrase is "milk me," it kind of sounds like he's asking for a blowjob or a hand job. Either way. So let's talk about Barnyard. So Barnyard was a movie back in 2006 made by Nickelodeon, or produced by Nickelodeon, and was directed by the same guy who did Ace Ventura 2. That's pretty interesting. So in a world where animals, it's kind of like Madagascar or Toy Story, where when the animals or things are around, when the humans are gone, they start coming to life and start dancing, partying, and so forth. And our main character Otis, played by Kevin James, is a party animal who just cares about having fun and stuff like that. But his dad, Ben, played by very well by Sam Elliott, I think, who wants him to learn about responsibility and growing up. But then one night during a party, Ben gets attacked by coyotes, and then ends up killing him. And now Otis must learn to be responsible and take care of the farm, as well as trying to beat the coyotes. So the thing with Barnyard, like I said before, I'm just going to let this out of the way. I know I keep bringing this up, but it kind of bothered me. This bothered me a lot as a kid. Cows do not have udders. If you're going to draw a cow, at least make him look like a bull or a maverick or something. It just looks awkward with the udder. But that's the least of its problems. Barnyard had so much potential. I could see this concept working. I feel like they were really hammering in how funny and goofy it was trying to be. But here's the thing. I like some of the slow moments in this movie. The scenes with Ben and Otis talking, those were good scenes. But the stuff where it tries way too hard to be funny, like the party scenes and everything like that, I feel like it's trying way too hard to intimidate that. So, how's the rest of the movie? It's kind of a mixed bag, honestly. The animation, as far as cartooning goes, it's not too bad. But then again, it is pretty dated. Though when you expect from the early 2000s, don't expect much. For 2006, it's not too bad, but it's just kind of dated and kind of uncanny. I don't like the humans in the movie. They look kind of awkward. The animal characters, I will say, are decent. Though then again, I'm not a fan of the cartoony stuff that they put on there. The soundtrack, I will say, is pretty impressive for the most part. I feel like the people were putting more effort to the soundtrack rather than the movie itself. The story, I actually don't mind the story in this, but then again, it just feels kind of generic. I hate how they really padded in more comedical stuff more than drama, because like I said before, the stuff with Ben was fabulous, especially with him fighting the coyotes. That was pretty cool. The characters, are not very memorable. I could care less about their personalities. Otis is a fine character, but I just don't I kind of relate to him, but I just don't find him a very interesting character. I mean, it's just not he's not a character I would want to stand up for, not because it's voiced by Kevin James. I enjoy Kevin James, but I just didn't really care about the characteristics. Like I said, the side character's not very memorable. The pig and the chicken, not very funny. I do like this mouse that's kind of sounds familiar to Sheen. I think it's the same actor, but I do like him. I think he's probably one of the funnier characters in the movie. The coyotes are just your cookie cutter bad bullies. They're not really much. The movie has a couple funny scenes, most notably with those three cows that Otis hangs out with, but other than that, nothing else. Overall, Barnyard is sort of a mixed bag for me. I'm not saying that it's great, but I'm not saying that it's terrible either. Everything that the movie's potential was wasted on bad gags, a weak story, and bland animation. But I like the soundtrack. The mouse played by Sheen's actor, and I guess some of the scenes with Ben are very interesting and very emotional too. But it's kind of a mix. It's kind of hard for me to say if I like the film or not, but for me, it's just meh. I give Barnyard the movie a 5 out of 10. It's not the worst, but it's not the best either. So, as the movie was a big hit and it gained a TV show instead of a sequel, which the TV show I kind of think is a little bit funnier. I mean, it like I said, I'll talk about that in another video, but I find the TV show a lot more funnier and clever because it feels like its own separate universe. Okay, that's Barnyard. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please subscribe, comment below, let me know, like, share, you get the gist of it. This is LTM signing out, and I'll see you guys next time.
No one knows where it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea sails behind me.
Wow, I am going to buy some goldfish crackers. Oh wait, I don't have any money. Alright.